Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Cincinnati Bengals. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Vontaze Burfict in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Gun!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's complete to John Ross. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
Back to throw now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands, That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Watching all my games too, cause Herb be trying to scout.
Herb my dog, bro. Like, I think Herb the one person, like, I don't think Herb would, like, never get under that person to get under my skin, bro. Herb is my dog.
He's so funny.
He threw another shot today and say bad suck. I seen it. I put it on though.
Oh yeah, I did see that. I did see that. I'm trying to figure out if I want to drive over to Cleveland.
Oh, you driving over to Cleveland?
I'm trying everything I can to make every Flacco game that I can. This might be his last year. So, everything to matter. But then I don't know, was this supposed to rain?
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh boy, it's gonna be tough to get him down.
He got some trifling ass fans too. Trifling ass fans.
Yeah, I'm hoping, because when Ben went to an NBA game, Ben was telling me, like, the NBA, like, he had a OJ Mayo jersey, and he went to a Nets game. He said the fans were like letting him have it. So I'm hoping
oh, they will.
Oh,
they will.
They don't really be wild.
They only gonna be wild if they only will be wild if it's a meaningful game. If it's one of those games, if it's a meaningful game, then yeah. But like if Green Bay, if one of those teams don't have a meaningful record or a meaningful game, you ain't gonna get nothing. That's how it usually happens. A lot of fans, once they go to the games, wants the game meaningless because the NFL prices go all the way down. Usually they'll just, oh shit, god damn, hit my play. Usually they'll just put the prices all the way down so people just go for the sake of team on their team. But if it's a meaningful game, oh yeah, you about to be calling all types of bitches.
I'm amped to go, bro. Like I just bought me a new fucking mic. I gotta make a hobby. So I'm getting me a Robin jersey. I got me a Micah Haas one now. And then I'll look. Dude, I'll be damn like. Well, even if straight, he just think he gonna see me during that game. He'll surely not gonna see me during that game. That's just that.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know.
Back to the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10.
I'm leaving.
Here's a give to Mixon. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
That's low.
Herb might be feeling it. He played me next. Then again, there's a such thing as a trap game.
But Nook wasn't a trap game. Nook, I don't think people like Nook get trap games. Nook isn't, not no offense, but he's not good enough. No offense, but he's not good enough to get a trap game.
I'm waiting for D-Mac versus Herb this year.
They play. D-Mac can't lose time. Are you gonna let him have it?
No, listen. I think D-Mac like truly just likes to troll me, and that's fine. You know, he ain't the first. He ain't gonna be the last. But I think he'll be gone after this year. I think at one point there was a reason and a point as to why he was in the league. And now, like, what do you have now? You don't have a commissioner spot. You don't have a recruiting point. Are people really just playing in the league? I don't think so. I don't think nobody in that league say, hey, D-Mac, join my party. Okay, so. So give him a little bit. Here we go.
He had a little bit of a turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away. That means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm gonna run this ball right down his throat.
Back to Nixon on 1st down. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They try to quick hitter inside, but that
Jackson, move from my door. What happened? What I ain't speak to him? He probably ready to eat. We better get that ass in here and feed him.
didn't happen on that play.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the grab by Croft. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I want something to eat, a sub or something. Ben. Where's it go?
He went to the store.
Two touchdowns in that game.
I don't know.
My defensive back coach told me, listen, if you give up a touchdown,
he's like, before you pick up.
He did?
Oh, man.
He's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. A big play there for the Bengals. 47 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Damn, I need like a lethal running game.
I'm starving. like yo, like I'm starving, bro.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh,
Incomplete there. He was looking for
Mixon a dumb bitch.
out of the backfield. And now it's 3rd down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver. He got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw. Moving
ready.
Yeah, much easier.
Needs to go.
Right-handed quarterback who's going to his left. A little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that's the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to. And forced the field goal.
Man, if the Falcons lose to the Steelers tomorrow, oh my God. Whatever team lose that game tomorrow.
I told you, I think Mike Tomlin is where Mike McCarthy is. We're past their era, man.
He better come back with his element. Big Ben too, because if Big Ben go down, Big Ben have a real bad year this year, I wouldn't be shocked if retirement comes back in his mouth.
Hey, was he the one who said maybe he don't got it no more?
Mm-hmm.
These kids make me look fat, and we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now, meanwhile,
He don't have it no more. I ain't lying to him.
AD had me weak. He said, AD was in the interview, he said, I can't throw myself the ball.
You sure can't.
He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think,
I
there's
love
still
this
a
Nintendo
long way to
Switch.
go in this football game. Cincinnati
Heard it's good.
ready to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot
It's
field
crazy.
goal,
I didn't know Nintendo was kicking ass and like they get the most sales out of all 3 major consoles or 4 major consoles.
Me neither.
Huh?
Me neither. Ready? Let's go. Shit, he coming through the damn line.
Okay, you're not in the tournament?
I had too many games tonight. You know, I didn't shake myself up for something. I was gonna win anyway. I lost last time. I forgot how I lost that, but I lost.
I'm gonna play me for money. Okay, I played at 11:30, right? So maybe.
I mean, this dude sending some type of blitz that I just cannot read. And I don't know what it is, but I do know that I can't read it.
Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one goes for 36 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked
I was
about
gonna be tight because she wanted to go to Outback and I was so pissed at her that I said, no, I'm not gonna do it.
because they knew
I'm about to take my ass to Outback.
You better tell him.
pretty good arm, too.
Nah, she lives too far away.
So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way.
It's gonna take me over, but I'm scared. I don't do the moves. That.
They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't
Man.
find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Timmy chipping it in. Able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5.
Jax, they better come in here and feed you for you die of starvation.
Under 4 to go now.
I'll feed you after I'm done these 2 games.
Second down.
Yo, Kai, you had me weak when you said you gave your dog a Jolly Rancher.
I did. He I didn't know it was a problem with dogs eating candy.
Yeah, like it's not candy. Like I don't think they body process sugar properly.
Oh well.
When I had my dog, I gave him pineapple one day. My pops flipped on me. He said, "Yo, you're not supposed to give a dog any type of sugar at all."
Oh, well, he fell right to sleep.
You see why he fell asleep now, don't you? Alright.
And that one incomplete. That's a position, but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
I got Mo next. Oh my God, I got to play him next game.
For a flag there offensively, several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed.
You got moments and improve.
And Crew OG, he waiting for me. Lord knows. But I got like the easiest division in that league.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Sean Williams that time in on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. The linebacker, Preston Brown, brings him down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They'll drop the throw. He completes it to Bryant. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards. He's such a good route runner.
Y'all better get his ass.
On third down, very proficient in a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Off the corner, where'd he come from? Well, yeah, I mean, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we think about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game, no game.
And he'll get it down to the 47.
People say God using them. God ain't using you for shit.
It's third down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. They have to catch on second down, but it didn't help.
Come on, Flacco. I need you short.
What is Flacco gonna do tomorrow?
Oh my God. You know, I just can't even put that into words. What he's gonna do. What he's gonna do. I'm telling you what he gonna do to them to those Cleveland Browns, and you know it just ain't gonna be funny. You know, I just think tomorrow we'll see the comparison between the Steelers offense and the Ravens offense, because what you gonna see tomorrow, you ain't gonna see no overtime bullshit. You ain't gonna see none of that. You gonna see a quarterback.
The Browns got cheated against the Raiders.
Yeah, they did. They really won, but you're not putting up no 43 points against the Baltimore Ravens defense. You know, the Raiders don't even got a pass rush, so I don't even. Huh?
Do you think y'all lose?
We gonna lose. Shit.
I'm asking.
No, I think there's a couple teams that can possibly beat us. Carolina, KC, the Chargers. I mean, you got a couple. I mean.
Smokey Brown was good in the Ravens. I ain't gonna lie.
Yo, that was a good pickup. If I was the Ravens, I would have signed him for more than 1 year.
Wait, who, Eric Reed?
No, John Brown, because it depends. That's why it's getting difficult, because the issue is though, when you bring in. I want to know why when we bring in Lamar Jackson, we're not letting him throw the ball. Every time we bring him in, we letting him run the ball or play wide receiver, throwing the ball to him. But no, the Ravens reporter was saying earlier that don't be shocked if you catch him in more, because they say he can play wide receiver. They say it may not be what he wants, but he can play wide receiver. And so they said don't be shocked if he's in more wide receiver packages. My problem is if you put him out there and he get hurt, then you already injuring your future before you even. You already injuring your future.
He looks like the Flacco kid. He's a receiver.
Flacco can do damage, but Flacco also, you'll never really see him running his mouth as much as he is now, and that's why the difference. A lot of people say is Lamar. I think most of it is just. I mean, on top of him being healthy with his back, though, I just think most of it is like the pressure would have been on him regardless this year, with Lamar or without Lamar. There would have been pressure on him. The problem with Lamar being there is Lamar is no threat to Flacco with his arm. Lamar just more athletic.
I feel like he's not even a threat. Like, honestly.
No, he's not a threat by far. The thing though is for Flacco is why would we pay so much money to a quarterback when Lamar can do just the same thing that he doing? But now that Flacco's stepping up his game, it's not an Alex Smith, Patrick Mahomes type situation, because at least Mahomes, he's set. He ain't like they kept throwing him.
I think regardless of anything more, Alex Smith is gone. Which he was.
I just
think the quarterback who's not bad. Honestly, he's just not risky.
I just think Andy Reid also saw something in him that he couldn't do. I think for Flacco, the question is, if he puts up a 5,000-yard season like he's on pace to, which I think he will, not being biased, but I think the defense is. We're playing the Saints. We're playing the Falcons. We're gonna have to have some shootout is coming. I think tomorrow he gonna put up. He averaging about 35 passes a game now because our running game isn't working. At one point we could depend on Alex Collins, and it's not much him though. It's just our team as a whole. It's just not. The offensive line looks really bad.
I don't know. And y'all just damaged with Mosley hurt. Mosley was hurt last game, right?
Yeah, but imagine Hurst come back tomorrow, which is our first round pick.
Hurst over playing?
No. So he'll be back. He'll be back tomorrow. Jimmy Smith coming back tomorrow. And then on top of that, you already got a passing game that's already in effect. The thing is, Perryman could have been that John Brown. The problem is Perryman didn't catch the ball. And so, now you got Flacco who... But Perryman, because Perryman had a lot of deep balls open, wide open. Flacco would throw it and he would just drop it. The issue though is last year though we didn't try a lot of deep ball. We tried to put Flacco in the system where he doing running the ball and doing this. One thing I do like is this one play where we run to the right sideline and we throw the ball to the other side. But we lost the Bengals game like that. That's when he fumbled. But we got a lot of trick plays in our playbook, and I didn't know that that play last with the tight end behind the offensive line. It's a very creative type of offense. But when Lamar come in, you're not scared of him with his arm. You scared he gonna run the ball. But Myles Garrett gonna tear him up, so they need to watch out for him.
Is Myles Garrett as good as everybody say?
Yeah, he a beast. Myles Garrett. Yeah, he's tearing up offensive lines left and right. I just don't know how good he's gonna be. I just don't know how. The hype around who? Baker? But he's played. Who did he play though? He played the Raiders defense that anybody can light up.
He didn't even light them up like that. Like, he was playing.
But they say he turned the ball over like 4 times.
Yeah, but the turns of interceptions three was just ridiculous. Like, they wasn't even smart. He was throwing a great pick or something.
I don't know, man. I just don't think Baltimore.
So y'all early predictions, who did y'all have taken from what y'all seen so far? Y'all taking Baker Mayfield or Darnold? Darnold looks pretty nice, man.
I'm taking
I would take Baker.
I think Rosen gonna be better than Olin.
Yeah.
But I would definitely take Josh Allen, but I'm biased because I like Josh Allen for some reason. I don't know, because I be watching the Bills and
Baker has the swag. The problem with Baker is Baker takes too many risks, and sometimes you got to be willing to take the risk. But when you play like tomorrow, no bias on the Ravens defense, but you can't take them same risks that you took with the Raiders that you're about to take in a division game against the Ravens.
You gotta remember Johnny Manziel had swag until he played with his defense.
Yeah, and one of them things about what's the dude name? Tyrod Taylor. Tyrod Taylor never turned the ball over. He may not have been the great. He may not have, I know he made a lot of.
Really taken for granted in this league. Like quarterbacks, who don't put up a lot of numbers.
He does not turn the ball over at all. The reason when Baker came in, Baker had adrenaline, like he came in throwing the ball on fire. Last week, if people really watched that game, it wasn't so much a Baker. It was a lot more of that running back. What's that running back name? Because Nick Chubb?
Yeah, I'm still hurt. They might go with Isaiah Crowell. Dog was a beast.
He's killing them. He's doing well on the back field, I think.
The Jets would be, in my opinion, the Jets would be dumb to go out and get Harvey Arnold. I'm gonna tell you why. Wonder why I'm gonna call them dumb? Because bro, Isaiah Crowell is actually a 1,000-yard runner, 2 years back to back. He's not a bell though. I can't say that. He's not a bell though.
Bro, you get 1,300 yards and 550 yards
But I know a lot of people probably got faith in Bell, but I'm gonna go ahead and say Bell not gonna be the same without Pittsburgh.
Bell is done.
I think Bell. I think it's going. Yeah. Now everybody gonna ride Zeke coattail now. But I always tell people when it comes to running back in itself, Zeke is the better running back. Anybody can check it. No, the thing about
I think Zeke's the best running back. Right?
Yeah, I always thought about.
I think Zeke got it this year now. I don't know. Zeke look promising because
not even that. But when you think about Le'Veon Bell, most of his catches are out of the backfield. He just shaking people. You've never seen Le'Veon. I've never seen Le'Veon catch a deep ball. I've always seen Le'Veon like be checked down too and just shake up the defense, and he gone. When I saw Zeke, and I've seen Zeke a couple times, but Zeke is a pure runner. He's one of those people. He's more valuable than Le'Veon is.
I don't know.
That's a good debate.
I'm not saying he's done, but he's not good. He's not going to be a 20 to 25 carry back a game now. This is a wrap for that. You can't. He never played 15 games and then to miss. He's about to miss 8 games, and then hit the Simpson last year.
Bell problem is Bell is valuable, but they don't. Even if the Steelers had Le'Veon Bell, they wasn't gonna win last week. They wasn't. Because yeah, Pittsburgh has this thing to them where they put the ball in Big Ben's hand. Big Ben loves to go to AB, but he can't half the time, and he'll force it. And the more and more the pass rush comes for him, Big Ben is slowing down. You can look, he throwing balls behind Brown.
They figured AB out because it looked like they're doing pretty good on him.
Yeah, because he's right now he's frustrated and he's not playing his best. But I'm gonna tell you, Matt Ryan might break a record on Pittsburgh. No, not even. I'm just saying. I mean, Julio Jones, who gonna stick him?
That's one thing I really don't like about Ryan. He can't give the ball enough to Julio. And I think that's how they do. He's so close. He don't give it to Julio. He don't. But you know who's been stepping up? Calvin Ridley. My problem, I just don't know who gonna stick Sanu. Who gonna stick Julio? Who gonna stick all in? They gonna tear. I think they're gonna be a quick first tomorrow.
Man, I think they about to like blow Pittsburgh out of the water. But what I've learned, he's just, but it's
stacking the box, bro.
Not even that. It's hard, but it's hard to run against Baltimore defense. He was doing fine up until that.
Not really. Even before the game before Baltimore, he was struggling also.
Well, Tampa Bay has that too, though.
They giving him like 30. They giving the ball like 30 times a year. There's no reason you could be under 100 yards every week.
Yep.
You get the ball at about 30 yards at that.
But like I said, Bell coming back ain't gonna do nothing but make it worse. And he coming back week 8, and it's gonna be bad. Cause they coming off the bye week, they coming right to Baltimore. Bell gonna be a little bit off. Bell not coming back on fire. Because I don't think the offensive line want him behind them.
He didn't leave on fire. You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't leave in a good place either.
Yeah. That's why it's a risk to even, like, do that. Because if you trade for him, you got to hope that he signed with you.
Right.
And it's not a good look for me.
No, he said he make it clear. He a son if you pay him the money. He don't care. He a son.
My problem is I just think he don't want to be a Steeler because he wants to be the main priority. And in that offense, he's not.
Like, all honesty, Duke and David Johnson is the only two players who...
Even Gurley take his time. Gurley know he's not the priority, but he I just.
They gonna be fucked when they gotta sign that boy Jared Goff. The coach said it best. He said it's easy to sign your best. Nah, but the coach said just like it was easy to sign a player when you know your quarterback ain't at the contract.
It's gonna be. It's
Goff's got a lot of work to do.
Cool.
Jared Goff.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't think he's good. I mean, no, maybe wrong.
Goff has everything right around him. Goff has everything right around him. You have an offensive line. You got Todd Gurley behind you who pounding the ball. Goff can become better. The last game I watched him, he was dropping dimes like left and right. But
He's made those receivers really good, but I'll give him that.
but a lot of quarterbacks this year showing out. A lot of them like on pace to break records. I know. I don't know. I pray for y'all tomorrow actually, and I mean that like in the most serious way. I just don't know if it's healthy for him to keep playing. I just wouldn't keep. But that's me. Y'all don't. I mean, I don't know if y'all trust Kaiser or not though. So.
And I like Kaiser at the work, but Kaiser my dog.
I'm about to play Mo. Man, this guy's eating my offensive line up. Ready? Okay, go.
How was Mo doing in quarter shit?
He was struggling, but he got better. Mo started off a little bit iffy, but he definitely got it together. So now I don't know how GY doing. Did he beat what you call him today?
I need GY or Mo to lose. I need Ike to just fall off too.
I don't think any team is gonna beat the
I'm gonna tell you, and I'm glad they support their little Eagles, but the Eagles are gonna be terrible this year. Wentz gonna lose tomorrow. They can't beat Minnesota.
Minnesota is looking so regular.
I mean, y'all. I mean, I know Minnesota might be looked at like they bad, but I'm gonna tell you, one thing about Kirk Cousins is once he gets started, he's ready. And I think that looking at the past games of watching Philly play, something out of sync, and I just don't like it.
Kirk Cousins would like their ass up.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to tell to Chris and Ike in the offseason. Like, when something ain't broke, you don't fix it. Not even to get better, bro. Like, that defense had a serious rotation. They let Vinny Curry go. They let this player go, and they went out and added more, but the team rotation was perfect, bro.
They messed up something, and that's the challenge. That's why
Vinny Curry.
That's why Brady.
They let go a couple players, but then they also brought in Michael Bennett. They brought in.
And I'm gonna tell you one player that's about to set it off this year, Josh Gordon. Him and Brady, him and Brady, them putting his locker next to Brady will get him right. If not, this is his last chance ever. And I think that when I think now that he has a quarterback throwing to him that depends on him, they ain't gonna know now whether or not they're gonna sign him to the price that he may want. Because Josh Gordon could have been.
Last time Brady got a black quarterback. You gotta remember, bro.
But you know Josh Gordon has the ability to be a number one wide receiver like in the league, like a top wide receiver in the league. And so, watch, he about to do damage.
Like right now, like I feel like at the beginning of the season too, football right now is really unpredictable. It's crazy.
Yep.
Like I don't know, like right now if they ask me who's gonna win the Super Bowl, like I don't know.
It's not a clear cut team. This year it is not.
I don't know how good this team's gonna be. Like I want to say the Chiefs. I just know.
But you know, they said the last couple years they started off undefeated. I'm gonna say Chiefs win tomorrow, but after that, I think you're gonna start to see the slowdown of Mahomes. And once Mahomes slow down, Kareem Hunt got to step up, and I don't think he's gonna be able to. Ravens' problem is playoff Joe is playing now, and so
Joe is in full effect. Like he's really gonna prove everybody like wrong.
yeah.
I like how he like really not like you don't see no problem with him and his coach progressing.
But you know what? You know what I heard? You know what I heard though? From what I hear in the Ravens group is that Flacco and Lamar didn't talk. When Flacco came out to the Ravens thing back in June, the little gathering, he had got on the mic and people had asked him that. And he said, obviously, I'm going to feel some type of way about it. He's like, but it is what it is. And I think, personally speaking, that, like, we all know Lamar posed no threat to him. Everybody want Lamar because they were anticipating a bad Flacco season. But if Flacco keep playing the way he is, Flacco got another 2 years. I think Flacco got about 2 more years before he retire anyway. Because he's been talking about retirement.
What's going to happen is Flacco for 2 more years. What do you think is going to happen?
It all depends, because I'm saying, what I'm saying is, no, but what I'm saying is, if they let Flacco stay this year to next year, and Flacco puts up a great season next year, the pressure becomes on the coaching, because you can't let a quarterback go, I think, that is playing great. What you see in Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes not lighting the offense up. And I think everybody was a phase to me, but no, you have to get rid of Joe next year, regardless of this season. Now, if Flacco takes us to the playoffs and we make it to the AFC Championship, you can't get rid of him.
That's the thing. I think anything under the AFC Championship,
Then you can.
they're gonna get rid of him. I think from the fans, like right now, how do fans feel about Lamar being on the bench? Even though Flacco is doing good, but how do fans feel about Lamar being on the bench?
People love, people want is they want Lamar inserted on the offense because they want him to get used to just being on the field. The issue though is they're not using him in a way to help his position as a quarterback. They're just leaving him on the field. People want Lamar to be there to put the pressure on Joe. Everybody, from my understanding, is Team Joe. The problem is we haven't really played a good defense yet. We played Cincinnati and we lost. We played Cleveland tomorrow. They have a good defense, but are they really, really good? No. They've been giving up points left and right. And so Flacco hasn't really, we don't really have a good defense to play against. The Titans, they're not a good defense. Then we got the Saints, they're not a good defense. We got Carolina, they might be half good. The moment Flacco have a bad game is the moment people coming for his neck. And so, it is what it is, though. The defense is playing lights out. And as long as they can play lights out, we good. I can't wait for it. I need Mo to send the invite, though.
That's correct. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
I think it's so unfair, though, for Flacco, because people really have a hell of a season. If they don't go to at least the divisional round, I think they're gonna not. I don't know if they're gonna cut him, but people are gonna call for Lamar.
But the difference with cutting him is a lot of people are like, all right, well, it's opening up money, but you hurting yourself that year, which means you gotta sign C.J. Mosley. You gotta sign who else we gotta sign? Jimmy Smith back, and I think we might let him walk because we seen how we do without him, which is good. So I think we might let him walk, depending on how he do this season. But you can only get rid of Flacco if Flacco plays bad. Because Flacco, one thing about him is when he goes into games like New England, if we play New England this year and we somehow beat them, remember Flacco bet on himself back in 2012. If Flacco bet on himself again and Flacco show out, ain't nothing you can do. I strongly think you can't cut him. And so, if they don't cut him, then I think it's fair to say that.
Lamar's one of those players where he has to be playing or is always going to fuck him.
Yeah, you always gonna get, but you know a lot of people getting tired. A lot of people just like let Lamar sit. The issue is everybody wants to see how Lamar does, but Lamar is more of a risk than a reward if you cut Joe how he's playing now, because Lamar can come in and
I think this is a good honestly.
I don't know. It sucks because I just think Lamar comes in and you know, he got to rebuild this. If John Brown and Flacco light it up, I'll say you have to keep Lamar on the bench for 2 years. But the problem is you can't keep Flacco past 2 years because once that third, fourth year roll in, it's contract year for Lamar. You can't trade that type of talent away. And so, who knows?
So what would you do?
What would I do? Flacco said at the beginning of the year that he's putting up a Brady type of year. He said, I've seen Brady do it several times. I'm doing the same thing. And if you get rid of him and Flacco goes and shows out elsewhere, what Flacco proving right now is, what I find disrespectful is that the year that y'all go out to go get weapons for Flacco, y'all draft a quarterback. And it just don't look right to me. I'm gonna tell him to send that right.
Lamar do get in it, look like he's gonna have a bunch of weapons. Everyone like, oh, he's doing better than Flacco.
The problem with Lamar though is, and the coach has said it several times, we got to get him out of this run first offense. When he hikes the ball, he likes to run, and he can't do that. He's going to hit up with defenders. It's the little things. So I'll say, give him 2 years to be safe. That way you don't have to go through that rookie slump or that sophomore slump. Like, sit that dude down and make him cut RG3 or get rid of him. Force a relationship between Flacco and Lamar.